Chainsaw Jenna, and this is a review of the MSA 120 battery steel chainsaw. So I've had this saw for a couple weeks now, and I used it in a couple different scenarios, and I have definitely used and abused it already, putting it to the full Chainsaw Jenna test. But I actually switched out the bar to an 8-inch bar, and this is the original bar that it came with. So I put it back on here because we're going to do a side-by-side test with the MSA 120 and the MS171, which is actually, the price difference is not a huge amount, so let's test them out. So I'm gonna go with the MSA 120 first, just to see how fast this sucker is, and it's not very loud. I should probably still wear ear protections, but it's not very loud. So I'm just gonna go down and up real quick, do a quick one. The usual saw test, so let's do this. That's a sharp saw. Be careful. And now we're gonna do the MS171. So to make this a fair understanding, I'm actually going to take out the original bar off of the MSA 120 and put it on the MS171, just so it's a little bit fair and you guys can see what's actually happening here. So, and one thing I did notice about this is that it's not like super powerful, but it is kind of jumpy. So do obviously be careful anytime you're running a saw. But this saw, it's kind of jumpy. I just don't think it has enough power, so that's why it jumps as much as it does. And that's kind of another reason why I switched it to the 8-inch Canon dime tip bar. So this is actually a really interesting saw. I love how it all looks too on the inside. But this wheel actually is what tightens and loosens up the chain, which I thought was kind of cool. The sprocket is the same for each bar, but this wheel is attached to the bar. And there's like a little screw here that you have to unscrew it and, you know, try not to lose. Alright. My hands are slippy. You put the bolt on the bottom. I'm just doing how they put it on when they gave me the saw. Oh gosh. So just to let you all know, I am not like a complete saw expert. So I'm just letting you know, I'm just giving my honest opinion on how this all goes down. And I know there's people out there that can do all of this much better than I can, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is really cool. So I got my 8-inch dime Canon bar back on here, and this wheel just tightens it up like that. How cool is that? Now that I got the MSA 120 bar on the 171, now I'm going to do a side-by-side cut. So, let's go. Turn this on. So, a couple things that I like about the 120. One, it is lightweight. Even if you're not a chainsaw artist and you're doing some housework, this is super, super lightweight. You can like put it above your head and everything. Love that it's lightweight. Second reason, it's a battery saw. That means I can work inside during the winter time, which is a huge plus for being a full-time chainsaw artist. Another reason why I like the 120 is that it is small, it's easier to maneuver around the place. It is quiet, which is a huge plus if I wanted to do some night carving and I don't want to disturb our neighbors, even though we don't have that many neighbors. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it is a really great saw. I would recommend this. We have big plans for this little guy. Hopefully we can take it to a lot of our shows, and I'm not gonna tell what else we have in mind with the saw, but it is a great saw. I do love this saw. So the question that we get a lot is, how long does this battery actually last? And I would say typically 30, 35, 40 is kind of pushing it, but that's with a full charge of this battery. That's why it's really nice to have two of them. So one is on the charger charging, and you already have a fully charged battery ready to go, ready to carve. So you're always like alternating the two. So that's where having more than one battery is helpful. So that's what I would say. So obviously if there's pros, there's also cons to things, and there are a couple con reasons. You gotta be careful because when you put the oil in here, the oil runs faster than the battery. So you gotta figure out that time span of when you should refill your oil, because your battery is gonna last longer. Also, with the battery, this is an AK20. This is what came originally with the saw. You can get the APs, which are more professional batteries, which I am, again, looking into for my battery saws. Another reason is it is kind of jumpy with the original bar. That's another reason why I switched it, because with the 8-inch bar, it is so cute. I love it. It makes it a little bit more lightweight. But with that original saw, do be careful, because I don't think this saw has enough power to go as fast as a gas saw. So it is kind of like jumpy in some spots, so do be careful. Again, with the battery, it is, if you only have one battery and the battery's done, you have to charge it again, and that takes a little bit of time. And with a gas saw, you can easily, when you run out of gas, refill it and keep going. So you would have to buy more of these. You would have to buy more batteries, just to, like, you know, have one plugged in and then switch it out whenever the battery dies. Overall, it's a great saw. It is what we thought it was going to be. I am very happy with this saw. And this is the MSA 120C steel battery review. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see me do more stuff like this, go ahead, leave a comment, and like and subscribe, and have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye. Also, if there's any more questions that you guys have that I did not answer in this video, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll be sure to get to those questions.